Hey, welcome wrestling fans to the dual meet between Rapids Raiders and the Smash Panthers. We're going to listen a little bit to the PA director here today.
We request your cooperation by supporting participants and officials in a positive and respectful manner. Profane, racial, or sexist comments and other intimidating actions will not be tolerated and are bound for removal from the site of competition.
My name is Justin Abraham, and I am proudly a student athlete at West High School. As student athletes, we ask that as spectators, you show respect for the game, yourself, and others. Respect all officials at all times. Demonstrate positive sportsmanship in victory or defeat through your words and actions. Set a good example for us and others around you. Cheer for good plays from everyone on the team. Practice self-control. Remember, this is the sport. Spirit will learn, grow, and have fun. Please enjoy the game in a positive manner.
Okay, folks, we're back at Lincoln Fieldhouse. I'm Louis Bennett. I have with me Craig Tim running the camera, and grandson Max Bennett, who's home on break from college, and he's going to help us get through the commentary here.
Glad to be here.
The interesting with the meet tonight, Point has a few changes. They got some injuries, some sickness, and I guess you can't do much about that, but there'll be some great matchups, and as we go along, I'll try to talk about the better kids, the kids that are state ranked. As you heard over the PA system, I thought we were probably a forgotten team in the state here because we hadn't been ranked at all, and then we are undefeated in dual meets, and last week we beat Marshfield, who was the defending conference champion, and ranked 4th in the state. It was a pretty good meet, and so all of a sudden we jumped up to being ranked number 6. So the the rankings, I'll just go from the bottom, the top 10. Number 10 in Division 1 is Wanakee. Number 9 is Slinger. Number 8 is Pulaski. Number 7 is Marshfield. Number 6 is Rapids. Number 5 is McWanago. Number 4 is Kakana. And those two teams are going to run into up at the Northern Exposure here in a week or so. Number 3 is Burlington. Number 2 is Holman. And the number 1 ranked team in the state is Stoughton, who are they're very deserving of that ranking. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to have the wrestlers introduced, and maybe we can just put the camera on them as they're coming across and listen to the national anthem. So again, as we're waiting for introductions, Max Bennett, who wrestled here for 4 years and now he's in college over in Oshkosh, is home on break, and he's agreed to come up and help Gramps with his commentary. So what, do you have any words of wisdom here, Maxwell?
I wouldn't say words of wisdom. I'm just ready for an exciting match here. I get to see a couple of guys that I saw at the Ed Stack tournament. It's always nice to be able to watch my brother wrestle in his senior year. I don't really get to do that much anymore. And a couple of guys that I haven't seen at all. We have a couple guys like Mike Iverson, who I didn't get to spend a lot of time with, didn't really see at the Ed Stack tournament, but some guys that have done some great things for us this season and last season. And yeah, just ready to see some great wrestling tonight.
Dispatch Xavier Klein. And your Rapids Federator, Zach Hamill.
So the draw weight is 45.
145.
152, Brett Johnston. Your Red Raider, Wiley Ruther. At 160, Sam Molesky. Your Red Raider, JJ Corral. At 170, Dylan Trigg. For Rapids, Roger Fuller. At 182, Ben Rexick. For Rapids, Isaac Diaz. At 195, Freddie Vanton. Your Red Raider, Peter Rucker. At 220, Esteban Desrado. Your Red Raider, Wayne Collada. At heavyweight, Karen Drowsy. Your Red Raider, Mike Iverson. At 106, Peyton Schleck. For Rapids, Preston Sprague. At 113, Justin Borshak. Your Red Raider, Jordan Little. At 120, Max Kalani. Your Red Raider, Alistair Green. At 126, Carter Stuggin. Your Red Raider, Damian Bennett. At 132, Mason Jelinski. For Rapids, Cale Bennett. At 138, Connor Severs. Your Red Raider, Brian Seared.
So Max, we got a lot of changes in that point lineup.
Yes, sir.
And we're we moved up quite a bit. We'll talk about that when those matches come up. But the draw weight tonight is at 145, and we're using Zach Hamill there, and he's a 38 pounder, but we've moved those two kids up quite a bit here lately. So, and who is this guy from Stevens Point?
His name's Xavier.
I tried to listen to Adam Klanowski with his name there, but he don't pronounce them very well neither, so I'm going to let you kind of
We got a lot of these changes pretty last minute, and so I had to jot them down, and it seems as though I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. I believe his name is Xavier Klein.
They've had a lot of changes in their lineup, and then we do too, kind of. but ours are because we wanted it that way. And we got some moving to do here before that northern exposure up in Merrill, which is coming, I think, on the 28th and the 29th. So we've improved a great deal. We're, like I say, we're a real young team, but we're just, we got a couple of freshmen in the lineup. This first guy we're watching, you wrestled with him a few years. Zach Hamill is a junior, and he's improved a lot. He's improved as a person and as a wrestler.
Absolutely.
And up at Marshfield, he started the meet off really well for us. We used number 45, and he got a pin, and it kind of got the momentum swinging in our favor.
A lot went well for us in that meet. You know, that's a matchup that we come into, most likely the underdog, and we came out of there with the upset, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people this year.
Probably not so much anymore.
Well,
but the way it started there, we're a lot better than I think people thought we were going to be.
So at 145, we have Zach Hamill and Xavier Klein going at it. Zach not quite to the takedown yet. There's the two. Looking to take him to his back, but I don't think he can quite secure the turn. Nope.
They're going to cut him loose, which is, you've heard us talk on here quite a bit now over the last couple of years. If you can score early in a match, then two things happen. If you release him, give him a 1-point escape, then it does a couple of things. It kind of beats him up mentally a little bit. And then if you can go into the second period with a 4-1 lead rather than a 2-0 lead, it's pretty big. And we've kind of lived on that over the years. So it remains to be seen. Hindsight and foresight are always two different things. Yeah, thanks, Craig. Scores 2-1. We're looking for another takedown here. Craig Tim is back with us, and Scott Tesch's mom is in the hospital, so he took a bye here tonight. We
got a throw from Zach Hamill, took him straight to his back. Looking for more.
Looking for back points here, looking for pin points, actually.
Absolutely. Zach working up. Doesn't have a lot of time left to secure that pin, but we're looking to do it.
Come on, hit the mat, ref.
I don't think we're quite going to get it.
So those were big points, and there's a lot of times when you can score quicker off your feet than you can on the mat. And that's kind of what happened here. He let him go, and then went from the feet to the back. So it's hard to see that scoreboard again. It's 7-1, Hamill. Nice stand up, good hand control, stretch him out, and went around the other way. So all of a sudden the Valley standings are kind of like this. Rapids is 2-0. Merrill is 2-0. DC Everest is 1-0. Marshfield is 1-1. Spash is 0-1. Wausau West is 0-2. And Wausau East is 0-2. So it's been a long time since we've been on the top of the conference here. So we're going to savor this for a while and hope we can build on it.
Zach looking to turn him again. Looking for near fall. Trying to get
This
3 and maybe
snug.
the pin.
This is snug. It's got that elbow.
There it is. Zach Hamill comes away with the pin about a minute into the second period. Puts Rapids up 6-0.
Those are big points. In dual meets, you've heard us talk about that. The bonus points, the pin, the tech falls, those are big. They all add up at the end of the match. So.
absolutely. Looks
We're
like we
making
got a
another
change here. Bringing out J.J. Corral. We'll see if this is who we're thinking it is from Spash, or if we're looking at another wrestler here.
It's hard for the announcer to know too, although they should report in.
That check-in happens pretty fast. Doesn't look complex from the outside, but there's a lot going on in the minds of the wrestlers. They're not thinking about confirming exactly who they are. I know that for sure.
But the one person that knows what's going on is your grandma.
Absolutely.
Brett Johnson.
This is Brett Johnston. All right. So we have J.J. Corral versus Brett Johnston at 152. J.J. in on a shot. Looking to lift. Doesn't quite secure.
He hurts for power a little bit.
So, Johnston with the takedown, 2-0. Looking to cradle. Brings him back.
So technically, Corral did a stand-up with his head down and his knee up by his head, and he got cradled up. So I'm not sure, never know what Scott and Shane are doing here, but they moved Weiler. They must have weighed in a little heavy because they're going to move him all the way up then to 60. They must have felt the better matchup was here.
Johnston with the 2-point near fall on J.J. Corral getting the escape. The match is now 4-1 Spash. Corral looking to defend the takedown. And that is most likely going to take us to the end of the first period. Rapids defers, Spash going down to start the second period. Pretty quick first move. JJ looking to defend, but he gets the escape. Immediately goes to that takedown and gets it.
JJ's pretty underpowered. He's light for his weight. And he's had some issues with missing practice too, and I think that's showing up here a little bit. He's a pretty good athlete. Come on, whizzer down on this thing. We have a real habit with these kids of reaching back over the head here.
Get your head off the mat, JJ. There you go.
7-1 Johnston of Spash over JJ Corral of Rapids at 152. Well, he's looking for that cradle all the time. Here it is.
Oh, he might get it. Still looking to turn. Let's see if JJ can defend. Turns Corral. It's looking pretty tight.
This over.
Yeah. He's got a lot of time to work with. JJ needs to do something fast here. He's going to get pinned. Doesn't quite. Breaks out of it, but Spash immediately goes in with the half Nelson. They're going to give him 3 near fall. 10-1, Spash. At the end of the second period, it's 10-1 Johnston. Rapids is going to go neutral to start the third period, looking for big points here. JJ's got long legs. When he came up with that stand up, he put his knee right up by his head, made him easy to cradle there. Turned him pretty quick.
Pretty stretched out shot there.
Yep. Johnson with the takedown. It's going to be 12-1 Spash.
So at this point, anything less than getting a pin would almost be a bonus for us.
Johnston in with the turn. JJ in trouble once again. He comes out of this. It's going to be a tech. Spash with the pin. A little more than a minute into the third period. It's going to be 6-6.
Greg Johnson will call at 5:08.
So, you know, it's kind of it's just how it is. Everybody don't have their best wrestlers in each weight. Coaches elected to move Weiler up to 160, so he must have weighed in a little heavier. And he's wrestling, is this Molsky?
Yeah, I think he said Sam Molsky.
Molsky is a junior, and Weiler's also a junior. Weiler's probably arguably our best wrestler. He and Hamill really are two hammers on our team.
Last year, during the conference championship, Berg Diebel majored Molsky in round 2. Then later in the semifinal, the regional tournament ended up pinning him in the third period.
So we should go back. We've got the state rankings came out individually too. And Zach Hamill's actually honorable mention at 138 pounds. And Lubeck is ranked number 7 at 145 pounds, even though he's wrestling 60 here. He's ranked at 145, and that's where he'll be at the end of the season. Molsky's wrestling him pretty tough here.
I think it's tough, you know, being down at 45, then, you know, he's not the first. Weiler with the 2-point takedown. Like I was saying, going up 2 weight classes, that can be a big ask from the coaches, but we have plenty of wrestlers who are able to do that and come up big for the team.
24 seconds here. He's going to have to try and control him the rest of this period. Molsky's pretty physical.
He's going to get the escape. 2-1 with about 15 seconds left in the first period.
Pretty cautious first period. Ryan don't come out of position very much. I mean Weiler. And Molsky pretty much stayed in position the whole time too. So now we'll see where the points are going to be scored. It's 2-1 Lubeck at the start of the second period. That's a nice switch.
Molsky with the escape. It's going to be 2-2.
He's a pretty good wrestler.
Absolutely, both solid athletes, solid wrestlers, going at it. And probably one of the most important matches of the night. You know, you put your studs out there hoping to get big points, and sometimes they run into other studs too. You just got to do what you can and come up for your team. And I say that not knowing a whole lot about Spash's team. It's been a while since I've known many guys in their lineup. I wrestled the same sort of time period as Chance Bailey, the Coons boys.
I don't know a lot about him either. Most of it's early in the season. Well, I'll tell you, he's fighting Weiler off pretty good here.
Not to mention all the moves that Spash has made tonight. You know, he got guys hurt, sick, and move around a whole bunch. Not exactly what we expected to work with, but here we are.
So how are things over in Oshkosh now that we got a second here?
Oh, things are good. Did pretty well these first semester grades. I think my lowest mark was a B+, so I should be doing just fine. You know, working hard and having a little fun in between.
So your career has kind of changed there a little bit. From a wrestler, you're now. Go ahead.
I'm a theater major at Oshkosh,
right.
so
There
I'm
you
doing
go.
a lot of. And you know, when you go into that field, you do everything. So I write. I took a stage management class, acting as well. You know, you basically just learn to do everything. That way, when you get out into the world, you have the skills to go find a career.
So how does that compare to wrestling when you're in a play?
Well, I mean,
You get some nerves too?
I mean, sometimes. We're going to go into the third period with the score. It's still tied 2-2, Weiler coming up from the bottom. But nerves, you know, at first it did make me nervous, but we're going to get a stalling call on Spash. But when it comes to nerves, you get over it pretty quickly with the experience, and I liken it to wrestling with the work ethic. To be good and to find a career in the field, you really have to work hard, and that's just like wrestling, where if you want to be the best, you can't just come in every day, lag it, and just assume, you know, you're gonna come up, be one of the big guys on your squad, and you know, win all your matches. You really got to put the work in, and it's the same way when you're trying to be successful.
I don't want to cut in any, but we got to get back to this match here.
Yeah.
It's turned into quite a match here.
Absolutely. I was gonna jump in, get
Weiler
the
got an
takedown.
escape and then a takedown. So there was a pretty fast flurry of action there. But Molsky's a pretty formidable wrestler. He's giving Lubeck all he wants here.
Weiler got out and got the takedown. Now it's 5-2 Rapids. Looking for more.
I didn't think it was going to be this tough a match. And you said Berg beat Molsky last year?
Yep, he beat him twice. He majored him in the conference tournament, then ended up getting the pin. I believe it's the second round. The semifinals of the regional tournament. And I think that Weiler may be struggling a little bit with size here. He really is a 45-pounder who's coming up 2 weight classes, and I know that can be a tall order sometimes, and he's really doing everything he can for this team.
We got a stalemate call here. And that's probably, as I look back over the years, in a lot of cases, stalemate's a pretty safe call. You're not penalizing the top or the bottom guy for not being aggressive. Stalemate means that there isn't any progress made, and you stop the match and start over in the same position. So it's probably a fair call, easy call, I think. Nice bar here with Lubeck.
Doesn't have a lot of time to work with it, but let's see what he can do. And that'll be our match at 160 pounds. Weiler Lubeck coming up with a 5-2 win. Now 9-6.
So the Raiders are 9-6 in the dual meet score. And going up to 170.
We got the senior Roger Fuller up against Dylan Trigg, I'm sorry.
Roger Fuller.
looking over some of the results from last year, I don't think we saw Trigg at all, but he's looking for the throw here.
Pretty aggressive. Roger is having a pretty nice year. He's coming down in his weight, and he's actually probably going to be coming down more, but he's improved a lot. I think, and at one point he was ranked in the state. No, he's not. No. Point's pretty aggressive. He's coming right out after him.
Looks like he's got double underhooks on Roger here.
Throw it now, Roger. Can't let those elbows go up like that. Throw it, he's right there. Boy, an offside headlock is right there.
They're gonna call Rapids with stalling here. Trigg looking to throw again.
We might get called again if we don't stay out there in the mat.
Pretty physical match, and I'm not sure if size plays into it, but I know that Trigg's really putting the pressure on Roger here. Gets the shove and a 2.
And Triggs took advantage that he ran right over him, but
Absolutely.
we're on our heels. You can't be walking around on your heels trying to score points. And if I was to give points per style, Triggs would be all over it right now because we haven't really done much.
Only about a second left. Gonna go into the second period with Spash up 2-0. Start the second period with Spash choosing down. Roger getting to that breakdown pretty quick. I think he's found a sense of urgency here.
Well, he's controlling that wrist underneath pretty good, and he's keeping Triggs' belly on the mat, so you're right, that was a nice breakdown.
Trigg looking to come up and score. He'll get the escape. Spash is now up 3-0.
Nice crowd here tonight. Point brought a few people, and it's Christmas break, so we have a lot of college kids back, and it's kind of nice to see. There were times the last couple of years when it was pretty lame here as far as spectators.
I remember the days when we really packed this gym when we were winning state championships. And it's nice to see the people coming back again.
Yeah, really, it's good thought. Roger's gonna get his elbows down. He's letting Triggs here underhook him.
Roger the shot, looking to get the takedown. Will they get it? He's going to call him out of bounds, and I'm not sure if I agree with that one. Scott sure doesn't.
Well, Roger has that little head outside, but he's got to do it. That's the first time he's shot at all the whole match. So we're not going to win this argument.
And when you take those shots toward the edge of the mat, you run that risk of really not getting that takedown at all. And I think if you leave it up to the referee,
It's a tough call. Either way, it was going to be a close call.
Boy, he's getting real physical with him now.
Well, I don't know if it's physical. It's wild. He's just throwing his hands in there.
Rogers going to start in the down position to start this third period. Still 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0 Spash.
Come on, two things. Keep it going, Roger.
Gets the escape. It's 3-1. We're looking for more here.
He's got to get some inside position now.
Absolutely. We know he has that shot. We just saw it.
You can't wait till we get over here.
Because Spash is stalling now.
Stay in here. Stay in here, Roger.
Both guys
you can't back out of here. This guy he must be over the halls a little bit. He wants to go upper body, but we can't be backing out of there now.
Roger tries that shot.
Attaboy. Get on offense here. $50 seconds, 5-0, and Point is leading.
Gonna go. That's two. And force him out of bounds. It's 3-3 with 45 seconds left.
We caught a break there. I'm not sure that was a takedown.
I'm not sure either, but Roger's gonna cut him.
Penalty point.
It's gonna be
so. Plus, we picked up a penalty point, Max. I didn't realize that.
Roger in on the shot with 30 seconds left. He's gonna try up and over. He's looking for the takedown. He's got 20 seconds left and they're not giving it to him. That's gonna be two with 15 seconds left in this match. Roger control. Don't force him out of bounds, Raj. Don't
10
force him
seconds.
out.
Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
They're gonna call Smash for stalling. 1 point Rapids. This is now 4-3 Rapids. 5-3 Rapids. Our scoreboard operators got that one mixed up.
That was a nice flurry there at the end. He gets a nice takedown, and then he picked up a penalty point. So it really conditioning made quite a difference there. The point coach is visiting with the referee. Must be talking, wishing him Merry Christmas, and some of the stuff that coaches do when they get over there. So I'm not sure what the final score ended up there.
I'm not sure if that was the correct. No, I don't believe so. If I got that right, I believe it was 6-3, but not quite sure. Our scoreboard operators weren't on top of that one. Roger comes up with the big win. The team score now sitting at 12-6 Rapids, with Isaac Diaz. I believe this is 195 now. No.
This should still be 182.
This is 182, I'm sorry. With all the movement going around, I have to double check on these weights.
That's kind of how it goes. That might be right.
We're hearing word that our official score in the Roger Fuller match is 7-4. Either way, that's 3 team points going our way.
Now, you haven't been around much, but this kid transferred in here from Oconto Falls, and he's pretty short in stature, but he's got the pump. He's got a big pump. He goes hard. And
when he gets in on that double leg too, he's taking
got a
kids for a
tough double,
ride.
and he counters this pretty well because Point was in there pretty deep on him, and he gets those hips out of there pretty fast. He don't ride very well. He don't ride at all, as a matter of fact.
We're working on it though.
What's this we?
Well,
I've been in that practice room, and it ain't gonna happen. His mindset isn't about riding. There comes a time with a few seconds left, you gotta ride a little bit, but I'm not sure it's in his mental makeup at all.
Well, I'm sure we can get there though.
He goes really hard. He's got a big motor, and he's fun to be around, really. And who's this Point guy? Is this?
This is Ben
Is that Ratchick?
Ben Ratchick from Point. Isaac in on that shot, takes him for a ride, 2 and maybe more, taking him to his back. Looking for the pin with plenty of time. There it is.
Got a nasty double.
Yes, sir. Took him
And he
straight to his back.
reloads right in the middle of it. He gets into there, and he like cinches it up, and he's done that a lot. It's pretty nice to see. He's
Must have gotten hurt coming to the mat there. Shoulder and arm injury, most likely.
oh,
We got our trainers out there taking a look.
so Ratchick from Stevens Point gets pinned, but in the process comes up with an injury, and
Gonna raise his hand. Team score moves to 18-6, Rapids.
he scores pretty quickly.
Yes, sir. Really great awareness, taking him straight to his back on that shot. He was thinking.
Yeah, well, like I say, he cinches that up, and then he's looking for back points right away. So here's our freshman phenom, Peter Rucker.
This is a guy I like watching. Got to see him a bit at the Ed Stack tournament, and he goes hard, I know that. I like watching him wrestle.
Yeah, he's a talent. He's sometimes we forget he's a freshman, but I've had him in the club since he's been a little boy, and he's matured really quickly. That's a
Rucker in on a shot, not quite able to secure it. Takes him out of bounds. We're going to restart here in the middle.
he's really got some physical skills.
And on another shot. Just keeps driving. We're going to get the takedown. We're sure riding hard here. Just looking to bar that arm up. Doesn't quite secure it.
There's a lot of people that would say, okay, well, you took him down easy, let's let him go. And you heard my philosophy on the easy takedowns, but there comes a point, especially with younger guys, where you have to learn how to wrestle too. And I think they let him ride him for a while.
End up letting him up though. It's now 2-1 Rucker. I played baseball back in the day with Peter's brother. He was a pitcher. A guy really threw hard. I know that for sure. Lock him up, looking for a snap near the edge of the mat. Breaks away. Sets up the shot near the edge of the mat. Can he secure it without going out of bounds? Not quite.
No score.
Still in bounds though. Goes back to the middle of the mat. At about 10 seconds, he's looking to take him down once more, and I think we're going to get it. It's a 2 to end the period.
He's got a big skill set. Once we get past learning a little more wrestling, he's going to be somebody to deal with. But he's a good kid. He's really polite, coachable. Looks like they want to keep him down here for a while.
He's ranked in the
You're
state
right.
of Wisconsin at, what is that, number 7?
Number 7 at 195 pounds. Yeah, thank you.
Gonna give Spash the escape. It's gonna be 4-2 Rapids. Peter in on another shot.
Point countered that pretty well. I thought he was in there really deep. Same thing.
Gonna call him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Is that another shot? Really has a lot of chances to score here. He's really working hard. Got Peter's arms tied up, but that doesn't last very long.
Oh, no.
Peter tries to throw and gets taken down in the process.
And talking like a coach and not being critical, but that's his downside. He gets over aggressive. A nice cradle and rolled him through. He didn't lay him down. And he was in trouble there for a little while.
No near fall, but Peter gets the escape. It's 5-4 Rapids. Peter looking for the underarm spin, but doesn't quite get there. That's going to bring us to the third period with Peter Rucker up 5-4. Starting in the down position.
Yeah, that's that freshman part that comes out there. He'll make that big mistake every once in a while. Atta boy, Peter.
It's almost up. We got our leg locked up. Still working for that escape.
Just get your one, Peter.
Here we go. We're going to get it. It's now 6-4 Rapids. Ooh. Not sure where we were going there.
That's kind of ugly shot. He got that good single. It's kind of head outside. And you got to stay with what you're good at. Head inside. Atta boy.
Now we're going to get the 2 takedown.
That's a nice takedown. Nice takedown. And he's probably better off doing this.
Yep, cuts him 8-5. The takedown. That will take us to 8-7 with the cut. 9-7. Spash looking to come back and win this match. Peter Rucker in on a shot. See if he can finish this one. There's a takedown. 20
Boy,
seconds
Peter.
left in the match. Takes him to his back, looking for near fall.
That was pretty big.
Absolutely.
Been easy for a freshman to melt down there a little bit. Point let him go to take him down again, and Peter, the mental part of it, he stayed in there.
With the turn there, it went 18-7. We caught him looking for another takedown. 14-8, I'm sorry. Looking for another takedown. Spash. Looks like fleeing. Doesn't quite get it. We were going for bonus points there. Couldn't quite secure it.
The important part of that match was right near the end when Point got the takedown, and then they released him to take him down again. And it had been pretty easy for a young kid to break right there, but he came back and got a takedown of his own. So that's pretty critical. And that mental makeup there makes the difference between winning late in the season and staying home. So that was pretty big.
Our team score now sits at Rapids 21, Spash 6. We're going to go to Lane Collada versus Estevan at 220.
I think this kid's been around for a while. Lane has struggled lately. He's a senior, but he's a young wrestler in terms of experience, and he worked hard in the off season. Last few meets have been a little tough on him. He ran into Mitchell from Marshfield over there and got pinned early. Mitchell was ranked, look at this.
Number 1 in the state, but Lane with the throw looking for the pin.
Squeeze him up here, Lane.
He's got plenty of time to work with it too. He's still got another minute and 20 seconds left in the period. There's the pin for Lane Collada at 220. What a way to break out of the funk there.
Yeah, really. He likes that pinch headlock position that he gets in. Gets that elbow up.
I'm not sure what happened there, if they were having some friendly words or not so friendly words there, but
He helped him out.
we're gonna move to 285.
This is a big part of our season, how we're going to go. Big Mike, I don't know if it was this guy, but last year we just finally got him out, and he's winning big, really big, and he got side rolled and pinned. Mike Stevens Point. I don't know if it was the same guy or not.
Last year during the conference tournament, Mike Iverson came away with the pin over James Cluck.
What about in the dual meet?
Don't have results for the dual meet here, just for our conference.
Mike got pinned. He was winning big. I just don't know if it was this guy, but he's a beast, I'll tell you that. We can ever get some experience under his belt and get him in condition.
Mike's got this kid's number, though. He pinned him in the first round of the conference tournament last year.
He did, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got to get inside Mike. Can't let this guy inside.
Mike in with the shot, but can't get there.
He's got a nice snap down. Oh.
He's going to lock him up, looking for a pinch.
Well, you can't let people on the inside. That's the golden rule of wrestling. And we got called for stalling. He just stayed with that. He'd been all right.
I think we did a lot of backing up. Looking for a snap, can't get there.
It's a bit of a headbutt, maybe.
Clock let up for just a second, and Mike really went after him there.
Oh, we gotta be careful here.
Over the shot, but can't
He's got a bit of an attitude. It's okay too. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that. What are we gonna do here?
It's going to be 0-0 going into the second period with Cluck of Spash choosing the down position.
Break him down, big guy. Keep that weight on him. Yeah, that's right. Grab an ankle. Bring him up.
Cluck came up looking to get the escape, and Mike said that's not happening.
You gotta get behind the arm.
Looking to turn him to his back here, but I'm not sure where.
Well, he is a pinner. Once he gets, he's got a pretty mean half Nelson.
He's got to go find it. There it is, looking for that power half. He's going to lock it up, but he's got to get out to the side.
Keeping that weight on there pretty good. Come on, just drive him over. Don't hang on him, just drive him over. Come on, buddy, get behind the arms. We're not sure about his gas tank. He came out kind of late. So, we got
We're going to get a locked hands call here on Mike Iverson in a minute. It's going to be a reversal for Spash.
Fine move.
I don't think they ever gave him the point for locked hands.
No, but that's.
Oh no, there it is. He did end up giving it to him. It's 3-0 Spash at the end of the second period.
Come on, Mike, get your knees up there.
Mike getting turned. Spash comes away with the pin at the end of the second period with about 5 seconds left. It's a big turnaround from last year.
He's got to get in shape. That's the bottom line.
Our team score is going to move to 27 Rapids, 12 Spash. At 106 pounds, Rapids will have a freshman, Preston Spray. And Spash will also have a freshman, Peyton Schulke.
Their first 3 weights are pretty good. Spash's.
At 106, reporting Peyton Schulke, your elevator, Preston Spray.
Did he say his first name?
Peyton Schulke from Spash.
Oh, no, I'm just talking about the announcer.
Preston's going to get the big throw at the edge of the mat, looking for more. If he can suck him back, we'll get the pin here. I don't think he's going to be able to stick with it, though. They're going to call him out of bounds.
And Preston Spray is ranked like number 12 in the state of Division I at 106 pounds.
Schulke came out with guns blazing right at Preston. Preston took a step back and tossed him on his back there. Spray looking for a tilt. Traps the leg. locks up that power half. Doesn't stick with it though. If he can stick with that half, we'll put him over and put him away. We got 30 seconds left in this match in the first period. Preston won a stalling call here. Still got a few people in this crowd, but the ref's not having it. Oh, at the end of the first period with under a second left, he calls that stalling call on Spash. Still 5-0 Spray going into the second period.
Not sure what happened here. Evidently,
Not sure if we got injury time or
they're not going to continue.
they're going to call this match. Thinking it had something to do with Spray really wrenching on that shoulder.
Yeah, he evidently had some kind of an injury before. They were probably trying to be a little cautious with us.
For the kid that young, you really got to protect him. Our team score now is going to move to 33 Rapids, 12 Spash.
I'm not sure. We got a new PA announcer. I don't know if this is Groshek or not. I don't think so. Justin Groshek is ranked number 1 in the state.
This is not Groshek. He's still warming up over there. This is Jordan Little versus Max Vertek, Spash.
So the game goes, Groshek is very good, and they were going to waste him on Jordan Little. That's the bottom line. And so we got 2 JV caliber wrestlers here is what it amounts to. And hopefully Jordan Little is the better one.
Go, Gordon!
Little in on a shot.
He might get this. Might not.
Flat out on his belly. Comes back up. Looking for a takedown, maybe more. Working towards that head. That's right, he's going to get the takedown and some more. Maybe not. Reversal.
That was just a mistake. Can't.
Agree. Our match sitting at 2 points for each, 2-2 Rapids and Spash. With a little over 13 seconds left in the first period.
Been using Lucas Erickson there. These guys have split time actually.
We got blood time here for Little. After this meet, we break for Christmas, and then we go to Merrill. Should be a tough tournament. We have a couple of ranked teams.
Well, it's gotten a lot better than it was. We've never been to it. It's a team tournament. And there's a chance we could get 7 dual meets out of that thing in the 2 days. And yeah, there are some really good teams in there. McGuanago is there.
I believe Kakana as well.
Kakana is there. It's
both ranked in the top 5.
ranked ahead of us, yeah.
Back to the action here on the mat with 2-2 score. Maybe changing. Excuse me, it's going to be 6-2 to end the first period. He did give him the near fall.
That's too bad. He was really wrestling well, and then it's kind of like Peter, those young kids, they'll get a little over aggressive and make a mistake, and we end up giving up big points.
Little on top to start the second period. Working a few different breakdowns.
Pretty good control. Gotta get that wrist under that, a boy. Oh, and hit with a switch.
Spash gets the escape, makes it 6-3 Rapids. And on the shot and the takedown, that takes the score to 6-5 Rapids, really closing that deficit fast.
Come on, come on, don't get your elbow up in the air. Oh boy, we walked into that. 45 seconds. Come on, roll through this.
Little trying to work off his back.
But he's got to get this.
Almost gets out.
Swim that arm ahead. Get that bar off.
Vertek still working that turn, trying to come away with the pin. We're getting down to 10 seconds left in the period. 5 seconds left. Spash comes away with the pin.
Wow, that was big for them. They used a backup wrestler and gets a pin. And now they've still got Groshek.
That takes our team score to Rapids 33, Spash 18. We're going to have Alistair Greening versus the #1 ranked wrestler in the weight class, Justin Groshek.
Alistair Greening.
You know, I think this is just a plain mismatch here. Groshek with the 2 going out of bounds. Greening with the escape. I think all we're looking to do here with Alistair is not get pinned. This is one of those matchups. We saw it last week with Marshfield with AJ Schutz going up against Bentley. You know, that's just a mismatch where you're asking your guys to go out there and not give up bonus points, and I think this is what we're trying to do with Alistair. Most people would think of that as, you know, still giving up points. But if you think of it in the grand scheme of the match, Groshek with the takedown. You're really looking at less points going their way. In a way, you're scoring points at the same time.
What a boy.
Greening with the escape. Really staying in this match here. Get that leg back. Get that leg back. Groshek with the takedown with about 20 seconds left in the period. Looking to turn. He's got him real stacked up there.
10 seconds.
If he can fight for another 10.
We're in trouble here.
That's real tight. Alistair Greening holds off. Doesn't give up that pin. Score is now 9-2 Groshek. They're going to start the second period on their feet.
(9-2) is the score here in the duel, or in the meet. And the dual meet score is 33-18, and Point is making a comeback here. Got a couple of pins here.
And I think they're real good through these lower weights here, so we'll have to hold them off on a couple of matches. Wait for some of our guys to come up big.
Boy, here we are, cradled up again.
Groshek with the takedown, looking to turn. Come on, Alistair, fight now. He's got him cradled
this
up
one's
tight.
Over.
Yeah. Alistair really working though. Not for lack of effort here.
(45 seconds).
Alistair fights off his back.
That's pretty big.
Score is now 14-2 Groshek. We're going to call Rapids a stalling here. And that's going to take us into the third period with Groshek leading 14-2. Rapids starting on top of this period. Alistair starting out well in this period.
Yeah, he is.
Groshek right down.
Keep him down there. Well, he's got a little size of Groshek.
He came out here to wrestle, that's for sure.
Wow. Leave that leg in, though.
Alistair in with a half there. Alistair looking for a wrist and a half.
Yeah.
They're going to warn Spash now for stalling.
Looks like he's running out of gas here, doesn't it? Stay with it, Alistair.
Alistair looking for a turn.
30 seconds. Score is 14-2, Groshek. But Alistair Greening is making a match out of it here.
I'm gonna call Rapids with stalling.
I'm not sure of that call.
Neither am I. 10 seconds left in this match. Alistair Greening holding off number 1 ranked Justin Groshek. Looking to turn at the end, doesn't get it.
He actually dominated that third period.
Oh yeah, rode him out the whole time.
Huh.
Well, that's a match from this meet that you remember. That's a mismatch where a guy comes up big, doesn't let up those bonus points.
Yeah, I think they planned on getting the pin. Well, they got the pin there at 13, which we didn't plan on giving up, and they get the big points there at 13, and then they got their number 1 guy moved up on Alistair Greening, and we hold him off.
That's going to take our team score to 33-22 Rapids.
No, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
This is Damian Bennett, sophomore.
26 for Carter Sturgeon. Your Red Raider, Damien Bennett.
Bennett is taking on Carter Sturgeon.
That is what he said, but Damien's been wrestling pretty well. He just starts so slow. What am I due to get a win here?
Do us pretty good. I know that for sure. It's once again coming down to these lower middleweights.
See, we got a couple of our alumni back here. Pat Spray, who wrestles for the Badgers, and Brock Bennett, who wrestles for the Peacocks down in Upper Iowa.
Not much happening through this first minute here. Score is still 0-0.
That's kind of Damien. He's a slow starter.
I think he caught a finger to the eye there. Lost the contact or
They're
just got poked.
yeah. We got to get, once we get some of these kids down to the weight they belong, I think we'll be a little better.
We got Berg Diebel over there too. Doesn't wrestle, but he's at Madison as well.
Yep, I didn't see him.
Looks a little different, growing a bit of facial hair.
Well, look who's talking.
Wow.
Come on, Damien. We got to get a win here pretty soon. We've been bleeding a little. These point kids want to come out and hammer that head always. They've been over to Dennis Hall's club, I think, a bit.
Towards the edge of the mat, Damon looking to circle back in. Oh, 2, still 0-0 with about 23 seconds left in the first period. Spash picks a shot. Damien looking to fight it off. A little gymnastics there, but fights off the takedown. that's going to take us into the second period with the score still tied 0-0. Damien down to start the second period, looking to come off.
Get some weight on it, Damien.
Damien come to his feet, but Spash bringing him back out.
Oh, he don't have very good hand control. His hands are flopping around out there. And part of that is when you stand up, you gotta get your head over your hips. Can't have it out in front. Tough breakdown. Come on, Damien. Use your hands now, buddy.
Spash bringing him out of bounds once again. Gotta keep those towards the middle of the mat. It's taking up a lot of
That's
space coming
better.
off the
That's
bottom.
pretty good. Get some hands now.
Switches up on him. Goes out of bounds again.
Jam back now, Damien. Jam back in there.
Damien gets the escape. It's now 1-0 Rapids. It'd be real nice to get a takedown towards the end of the second period here so we can go into the third with a sizable lead. He needs to get after him in that moment.
Wow,
Looks like Spash took a
this
break
guy's
there.
taking it to him offensively. We're hanging around. Hang around, hang around. Pretty soon you won't be around.
We got about 5 seconds left in the second period, looking to not give up a takedown here.
So Damien's got to get on offense a little bit. He's his point kids when taking it to him. Now this is a tough road to go. You going to control him without getting the call for stalling here? He hasn't done very well on his feet. Get a good breakdown here, Damien. This is probably Damien's best position.
Well, I think you'll look to turn him then. He's going to lift, take him back down, but it hits him with a second move. Not going to give him the one going out of bounds. Oh, they are going to give him the one. Now 1-1 on our feet here in the third period.
Yeah, that was a very good call. But the same token, Damien quit wrestling.
I think so too. Can't let up towards the edge of the mat.
You got to wrestle harder on the edge of the mat than you are in the middle, and it's the other way around for most guys. But Damien's got to get some inside position here. He's been on defense pretty much the whole time, fighting off takedowns. Come on, get on offense, Damien.
Wow. Gets in deep on that shot. Looking to defend here.
Referee's going to call stalemate, unfortunately.
Yep, there it is. We got to find some offense here.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he's just hanging around. Countering.
I know from experience that doesn't always help you win matches.
No.
He's going to find a snap but go out of bounds in the process. We're still 1-1 here with 40 seconds left in the match.
He's got to get some lateral motion here and take an angle, but he's leaving himself wide open.
Spash picks a leg, looking to take him down. He gets it. 2 takedowns, Spash. Damian's got to find something big here. He's going to find 2 takedowns with 8 seconds left.
Almost got back points there.
Almost. This match is going to overtime.
Scott's pleading with him to get on offense, pick it up, but he hasn't been.
We go to a 1-minute sudden victory overtime period.
And if you were to pick a winner over the last 6 minutes, you'd have to say the point has got the advantage here.
Absolutely. We got to get on offense. We haven't seen it the
All
whole
he's
match.
doing is just kind of countering, backing up. Come on, Damian.
If
This is
you're
hard
going to
to
take
watch.
a shot, you got to make it good. I think this is a match that we have slated to win. Bennett in on a shot.
Oh, he's got this.
He's got the 2 and more. Takes him to his back. Looking for near fall. He's got the chance to pin him here if he tries.
Oh, he's got him all hung up too.
Doesn't quite get the pin, but we got the win in overtime. Bennett going up 8-3 with a 5-point move. First period of overtime.
Wow.
That takes us to 36 Rapids, 22 Spash.
Well, that wasn't a very exciting match till the end, and
No.
we did pull it out. So here you got your little brother. What do you think? He's up at 132.
My heart's already pumping.
Yeah. He wrestles pretty good. He's not exciting. Who was this?
This is one that we don't even have. It sounded like his first name is Mason. We don't have a Mason on this list. Kale gets the quick 2. Lets him go right away for 1.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Was he trying like a fireman's barrel roll?
He got
pretty
his arm-
garbagey.
He's got his arms locked up
It
there. I
didn't
think he was
seem-
just trying to get out of it.
It wasn't his way.
Picks
of
an
doing
ankle,
things.
doesn't quite get it. He is deadly with that. Puts kids right on their butts.
Got all stretched out here.
He doesn't want to go upper body with this guy either. Takes a shot. He's going to be in on that deep for the 2. Throws in the legs. That's a tough position there. Looking for the turn. He's got it in deep. There you go. That'll be a pin. There it is. Bennett's with the pin in the first period.
Nice bar. Turned into a bit of a pinner.
Absolutely. I can't help but get excited at that.
Well, that's fine. He's your brother, and he's my grandson.
Absolutely.
So I think we got this thing pretty much in the bag now. 42-22.
Ready for point. Connor Sievers. Your red raider, Ryan Searing.
Connor Seavers.
Point has Connor Sievers, and this is at 138, and Ryan Searing has moved up to 32.
Searing in on a shot. Can't stick with it though.
This meet's closer than I thought it was going to be.
I would have to agree. I think we let up a few points where we weren't planning on it.
There were some matches that we shouldn't have lost.
These two go out of bounds. The Searing in on a leg. A lot of shot, reshot going on there. Spash playing with their headgear. Searing looking to capitalize but can't quite get in on it. Searing in on a shot. He's picked his leg. Looking to take him down with 30 seconds left in this first period. And he does. That's 2 Rapids. Searing just looking to control these last few seconds of the first period. Spash, blood time. Looks like it's coming from his elbow. You know, it's always nice when you get to those last few weights in a dual meet and you know you got the meet locked up. You just enjoy watching your teammates wrestle rather than worrying about what needs to happen for the win. It's a luxury we really didn't have last week. Going into the second period of this 138-pound matchup, the team score sits at Rapids 42, Spash 22. Got the meet locked up. Match score stands at 2 Rapids, 0 Spash.
So it's been a pretty good opening for us. We were undefeated in duels. I'm not sure how good at teams we beat except Marshfield, and we were that was a big upset there that we pulled that off. So we're undefeated, and we finished in the top 3-4 in 2 pretty big tournaments. We were third place down at Sun Prairie, I think 25 teams, and last week we were fourth place down at the Ed Stick, which I think had 25 or 30 teams. So we have a better dual meet team, I think, than a tournament team. We don't have any real bona fide studs. That's what it really amounts to. But yet we get pretty good balance here in all the weight classes, something we haven't had for a while. So it was a That's nice. You got that nice. Way to go, Ryan Searing.
Searing cuts him to start the second period, lets him up, and takes him right back down again. We're going to let him up again.
Probably our best position up here.
Searing looking to score again. Can't quite get in on it. Not a very good shot from Spash, and Searing capitalizes with a reshot and takes him down.
He stayed in there. Yeah, there were some upsets that I did. We got pinned at heavyweight. That was Roger Fuller picked up a loss. There were some matches that I think normally we should have won.
You know, Ryan wrestled quite a bit this past weekend at the Ed Stack. He got 6 matches in. When you wrestle that much, you think, well, gee, at least I'll get on the podium in place. But at that big of a tournament, that doesn't quite get you there.
He was pretty close. I think he was maybe, what, 6th, 5th, something like that?
He didn't quite place. I don't believe he got into those place matches. Ryan Searing leads 6-2 going into the third period.
He's wrestling pretty hard.
We're going to get a reversal.
And a locked hand, so it really turned into a 3-point move.
9-2, but we're going to cut him and make it 9-3, looking for more. Smashing on a shot, but Ryan.
It's good to see Ryan Searing wrestle hard in the third period, because that's been his weak point, but he's wrestling pretty hard. Somebody has a bleed there.
I think that's probably Spash again. With the takedown and cutting him again at the end there, that makes it 11-4. About 1 minute and 11 seconds in the third period. I think Ryan really has his number now. He's on a roll.
Yeah, well,
He can keep going with that. Maybe pick up a few more bonus points at the end of the meet here.
and a win here is going to put us in first place in the Valley. I don't know, who did Merrill wrestle tonight?
I'm not sure.
I know DC Everest is supposed to be decent here. We had a nice night here. It was our youth night where we kind of introduce our younger kids, and we've got a really good youth club. And one night a week we do a combined practice either over at East or here in the wrestling room. And we had a lot of kids here tonight with a lot of coaches, a lot of second generation kids, dads that wrestled for us in the past, young dads, young kids. It was really nice. And then we introduced the middle school, and a couple of our old wrestlers, a coach there, Travis Tritz and Nate Weidman, and they got like 40-some kids out, and they're doing really well. So it was nice to have everybody here. It was nice to get them here in the field house and see the Raiders. Atta boy, Ryan.
Can't quite finish a shot, but a good idea there from Ryan.
Yeah.
And on another shot, and looks a little better this time. There's the takedown too.
We got the angle that time. So what are they going to do here? Are they going to cut him or not?
I'm not sure. I think we ride him out. We got the major points. Just looking to bar that arm up.
Well, this was a nice meet.
I think so too. It's good to be back and to see some great wrestling from our
Yeah,
guys.
it's good having you back. It's kind of different once you graduate from here. You still have that pride of being a Raider.
Absolutely. It's weird seeing it from this angle, but it's great seeing the success that we have nowadays.
Well, if you're a Bennett's, it's kind of a little extra.
Absolutely.
Because there's been a Bennett's wrestling or coaching here for about 5 decades, and you were part of that, so it's good to have you back, and it was good to see the Raiders really wrestle pretty good. Not great. I don't think we wrestled great, but maybe we were due for a little bit of a letdown. So one thing at a time, we're going to kind of wrap this up here. We're going to get Scott Bennett up here to talk to us a little bit. And Max, Merry Christmas to you, and it was good having you up here, man.
Hey, thanks. Merry Christmas to you too, and have a good night.
Here with the conclusion of the Spash Rapids dual meet, the Raiders won 46-22 and are still undefeated in the Valley. And it was a good meet. I don't think it was a great meet, but we won, and we got Scott Bennett up here to kind of give us his expertise on what he thought happened here.
Yeah, we wrestled a pretty emotional meet last weekend, or last Thursday, and we kind of pushed for that one a little bit. We probably overlooked Point a little bit. They were banged up, had some guys out. I don't think we wrestled real well in some cases. Gave up pins where we got tired, and that I think our conditioning didn't look good tonight, and I don't believe we're not in good shape, but we wrestled tired tonight, I thought. Almost
so
all of us wrestled somewhat tired. We're probably at a point where, a couple years ago we would have been excited to get a win, and now we're back to expecting to win, and then, critiquing when we don't, win and wrestle well enough. So I think we're on the right side of, our journey here, but I don't think this was a great meet for us.
I guess that's a good thing. If
Yeah.
you don't compete real good, if you don't wrestle real good, and still win, that's
Right.
that's a positive.
Yeah, even individually, I don't think Roger wrestled real well, but yet he did find a way in the end to beat a guy that was okay. So Damien, I don't think wrestled real well, but again, so some of these guys a year ago would have not wrestled well and lost. As a team a year ago, we would have not wrestled well and lost. So I think as a group and individually, I think we've improved a lot, but yet I think still when you're not head and shoulders better than your opposition, that when you don't have a great match, it definitely shows. Where if you're really good, a bad match, you're still a lot better than everybody, and it's hard to tell sometimes.
I think so, yeah.
But we made a couple moves. We moved Weiler up. Thought we could pick up a win at 52 and 60, and he was small, but he worked hard. He got a good workout there. And, down low they moved some guys around, and a little disappointed in a couple matches in there. He won 13 getting pinned. I thought that was a match we would win, and that would have changed the score a bunch. And it should be, a 49-16 meet. Then that would have been respectable. And it was one of them where, he got tired. He was out of school sick yesterday with the flu. That's Jordan. Came back, wrestled today, and again I think just kind of ran out of gas. So, it's one of those, I think we did some good things. Preston's throw was pretty doggone neat. That was a good one against a real high quality kid that he's had lost. The kid's beaten him before.
I thought Alistair Greening came back real strong in that. match with Groshek.
Alistair's a tough kid. You know, he's just been up at 20. He's at 26 last week. Now he gets a state champ moved up on him. He's going to win a lot of matches for us. He's tough. Been pretty easy to lay down when you wrestle a guy that's good as Groshek, and Alistair's there's not a quit bone in him. Hopefully that rubs off on some of our guys.
Some of the little things that I thought stood out for me was Peter Rucker getting in a tough match, not wrestling great, but they took him down, cut him at the end here to break him, and he, in the past he would have broke, but he came back and got a takedown of his own.
Yeah, no, that was a good, same thing. We won some of those. He's got to get rid of some of the, he did that roll through thing again that he got by with in middle school, and we haven't seen it too much this year, and we got some, teaching points with him now again.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot of good things in that match. Lane Coladas just struggled for a while, and he had a guy who was better than, but he went back and did the things that he did a year ago, which got to his underhook, and instead of shooting takedowns and cradles and stuff. So even guys where we had a match like that, I think that was an important
he
win
needed
for him.
that.
He did, So all in all, it was a good meet tonight. We're going to Christmas. We're fairly healthy. We're getting most of our guys back that have been dinged here by next Friday, and we got a lot of work to do. We got a tough tournament coming up on Friday, Saturday next week, and we're going to need to wrestle better than we did today to compete with a couple of those teams. So hopefully we're up to the challenge. And
now that's a team tournament.
We have 7 duels next week. I don't actually know a lot about the format other than I believe in the end we're gonna. I believe it's 3 pools of 6. I think we get 5 matches in the pool, and then the top 3 teams, so of each of the 3 pools, wrestle each other. So if we wrestle well, if you believe in rankings and all of that fun stuff, we'll have a couple good duels in our pool against a team like a Two Rivers or the Pier, or both maybe. Who knows how they get seeded. And then if we happen to wrestle well enough to beat both those teams, then we should get McWanago, who's ranked number 5, and then Kakana, who's ranked number 4. So in the end, our last 3 duels should be ranked teams, and again, possibly a 4th.
Yeah, it should be fun. It should be interesting, and it's good for our program right now.
Yeah, it really is. We're going to find out, in that situation, we beat the teams we're supposed to, and then we wrestle 2 teams ranked ahead of us. Might not win those matches, but we need to compete with them. And again, like we saw with Marshfield last week, if you compete, you give yourself a chance, and we need to, find a way to compete. And the nice part about the dual part is we can get a couple more guys in our lineup. We can, move some guys in or out, get some matchups that we may want to see. So I don't know a lot about the other teams that are up there, so we'll see. It's we got a lot of wrestling the week after. We have 5 duels up in Marinette, and 4 of the teams out of Michigan are ranked in top 10 in Michigan. So we have 12 duels in the next couple weeks, and I think we'll know a lot more about our team 2 weeks from now.
It was a nice start of the year for us.
Yeah.
We're undefeated in duels. We finished right in the contention in 2 big tournaments.
Yeah.
And I think that was something that probably, before we wrestled Marshville, we weren't even ranked. We weren't even honorable mention. So I think we've made people believe that we still have a wrestling program here. And tonight was a good night. It was good. I enjoy it because I work a lot with the kids program. We got a lot of guys coaching in there. We had a lot of kids here, middle school. Our numbers, I heard people talking in the crowd, boy, you guys really got the numbers here. And that's been important for us.
Sure, that's why you have the youth night, the middle school night, and it was just like I said, I don't think we wrestled as well as we could have, but overall it was a good evening for our program.
Right. But the bottom line is we won.
Yep.
So anyway, for Craig Tim, and I should just mention the reason Scott Tesh isn't here is his mom is sick, is in the hospital, and got a call from him and said she's doing pretty good up in Marshfield. So with Max Bennett was up here helping us a little bit, and so from myself, Louis Bennett, Scott Bennett, Merry Christmas and congratulations.
Thank you.